there is a collective group of ideas and thoughts, basically, which is our two political parties. Now, that's how it is branded, okay? We have two political parties. Hold on. I just gave my friend the vape. Okay. So we have two political parties that are basically, they're used to support and desensitize an ideology, okay? So that's the nitty gritty part. That's all the information. We need to write down the information that we're soaking in, because I feel like we're talking about it, and then it's taking way too long for us to do anything about it because we're really not solving the problem. We're just nitpicking certain things that work in the problem. But the problem is we have to get down to the problem of this, okay? So in America, and actually let me not just say America. See, and that's the fucked up thing. The fucked up thing is that there's like an ego thing that we have, and a majority of us think it's like, oh, just because we're in America. And I will take accountability for that on my part. Like the rest of the world doesn't matter. And I kind of went living life like that for a very long time. And I would see history when I was like taught in school, and I was just like, well, it already happened. Like I wasn't here, so fuck it. Which is completely wrong. Because now that I'm growing up, I realize that the same history that I was being taught is actually going on, and my country is really the cause of it. And it's not even my country, which is the crazy thing. It's none of our countries. It is what we were raised into, bro. Imagine basically what's happened, guys, is we've been adopted into Nazism as a whole, mixed with Freemasonry. So Freemasonry is, and I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole with you guys because I've lived this shit firsthand from when I spawned in, bro. Like these are the cards that I was dealt. Okay, I spawned in here, and my father and my mother were basically killed within like the first 4 years of my life, and I was basically put in a situation. My family dynamic was my grandfather, and I'm not talking bad about these people, okay? I want to make that very clear. My family dynamic was basically, I was raised by a 33-degree Freemason, and my father figure was an alleged ex-Ku Klux Klan member. And really what all that is like an Aryan nation and white supremacist, okay? We're just gonna say that, okay? So I was dealt some very different cards as an individual growing up. I seen both sides of the political party, because that's what it is, guys. That is the political party. It's not necessarily Freemasonry, but it's the ideology of Freemasonry that these are builders, these are colonizers, these are, as in their terms politically, would be like the Jews, but it's more than just the Jews. It's just how they used the Jews after they lost the war. So the role that the Jews play, and as you mark back, the war has happened multiple times, and it's over the same thing, which is basically from references in the Bible. If you look back to the whole Jesus thing, put it like this: the idea of Jesus, I'm not taking credit away because I don't know, but how I perceive the Bible is the idea of Jesus was Mr. Right, Mr. Perfect. Okay, so if Mr. Right, Mr. Perfect had the answers to everything, and Mr. Right, Mr. Perfect was in corruption, then Mr. Right and Mr. Perfect would be a bad person because he exposes and fixes the corruption that keeps everyone else oppressed into basically a concentration camp of what they want going on or how they want things to be ran. So if you have someone or multiple people that are doing that, then it's a problem. Now, here's where the fucked up thing is. We cannot put a double standard on it. And that's where the rabbit hole starts. Is because it's the same thing, but there's a double standard on it. So that's where it completely mind fucks you into like, okay, so how are we supposed to do this? How do we run an economy but have freedom at the same time? Because running an economy is basically all the Holocaust is. The Holocaust is way more than what you guys think. It wasn't just a mass slaughter of people are gonna die anyways, and I hate to say it like that, but it's how they killed them is the problem. Okay, that's where the problem lies. But the system that was created to kill them is it's ingenious, but at the same time, and I'm saying that because you're gonna understand why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because if you really think about it, without a Holocaust type of system of enslavement, none of this would be possible. It's like crypto gods. It's player versus player. Somebody has to lose, and that's why everything is a competition from the jump. You're raised in school, or you're raised to go to school. What are the first things? How they start you guys off is they start us off in groups and packs, and then everything is individual after that. And that's really the first hint of how the game has to be played. If you just look at the way of the Holocaust and the system worked, the Jewish star number and how all those things are, the design of everything was technology. Okay, it's really technology. Everything that we see is technology. Everything that was in the Holocaust is technology that is used in the modern world. The modern world, because it's used to destroy us. Money is the root of all evil. We are paying to be in a simulation of a stretched out, easier version of the Holocaust. And if you're in a third world or first world, second world country, then that is basically how it works, guys. Those are the cards you are dealt. And anyone who sees through it and doesn't like it is a threat to change it. And I don't know if I don't know if it can be changed and really what the solution is, and that's the point of why we need to sit down and think and get through the rabbit hole, because it's not just it's not just an America problem or a racism problem. It's the problem of all of us. It's happening everywhere. It's the same ideology under every government on the continent. So we have to figure a solution out, and if we don't, then it's just we're gonna kill each other. It's gonna drive us all crazy, which it is technically doing, because it's a good thing and a bad thing, which means there's no such thing as a good or bad. It's just comfortability and how long can you tolerate it, how much can you tolerate, and that's really what the political system comes down to, in my own perspective and ideology. I'm not telling anyone to agree with me. I'm not telling anyone this is a fact. This is just the thought process of what I have created to view this shit. If you guys want to have any conversations, please DM me.